friends, this is Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and today I want to talk about the subtle Easter egg that the developers put in the Geonosian Territory Battle. Now, I get a lot of people asking, and I've seen a lot of people asking, why? Why are we forced to use Thrawn and a Vulture droid? That doesn't make a lot of sense. And no, it doesn't make a lot of sense. And clearly, Thrawn is going to be a placeholder for whatever ship is coming next. And let's face it, guys, we're probably going to get the Malevolence, and if I have my way, Admiral Trench. But the real question, the real thing that's interesting here is we have this, we're forced to use Thrawn and a Vulture droid. Now, for those of you who are Star Wars lore aficionados, you might recognize this as a subtle hint to a scene in the Thrawn, the first book of the Thrawn trilogy, or the new Thrawn trilogy, in the poster behind me. Now, Thrawn, in that series, it kind of works, he works his way up through the Imperial Navy and does what he needs to rise through the ranks, right? And he actually rises through the ranks with like ridiculous speed, right? For anyone else, that'd be crazy, but for Thrawn, yeah, of course. He was in the Chiss military before, so it kind of makes sense. But there's a moment on this ship. He's on the Blood Crow, and his new captain, he's got a new captain here, is like pissed. She's like, why? What are you doing with this random Clone Wars crap? Now, he's been on this ship before. He's been on the ship for a while. He had a different captain. That captain let him acquire this stuff. He's got a droideka. He's got a buzz droid or a couple of buzz droids. And he's got this like half of a hyperdrive ring. And it's kind of this awkward moment between his captain and himself. You know, and Thrawn is just kind of awkward as it is. But anyways, he's telling her, he's like, look, this is, you know, got value. It's wonderful, so on and so forth. But what he really tells her is that this equipment is operational. And the buzz droid, or the buzz droids in question, actually have something that is attached to his insignia plaque called a beck and call. Now, for whatever reason, and it goes through this in the book, I won't give it away, it's not a major thing, but Thrawn has two insignia plaques. The first one is his normal one, his real one, and then another one is one he gets from some guy. I can't remember exactly what it is. But in the second, or the false insignia plaque, he's put in essentially a homing beacon that calls the buzz droid to him. Now, this seems like very odd foreshadowing in the book, but it actually plays a pretty major part. And the fact that we as players are forced to use Thrawn, who has this Vulture droid, who's got an ability called Buzz Droid, or that launches Buzz Droids, is, I think, a pretty cool moment and a pretty neat nod from the developers to, you know, to the lore that is Star Wars. Now, is that it? I mean, is that why? I don't know. That could simply be wishful thinking. I might be reading way too much into this, but I thought it was a pretty cool thing. Now, clearly it is a placeholder. Clearly we're going to get the Malevolence, or I don't know, something else. But I'm thinking it is, guys. And until we get the Malevolence, I think this is a really cool Easter egg that we've seen in the Territory Wars. Now, we do know that the next Geonosian Territory Battle is coming between now and the end of July, and there is a huge part of me that believes that we're going to get either a legendary battle for the Malevolence, or quite possibly, I don't know, maybe even a marquee event. I'm thinking legendary battle simply because there's so much that goes in and around the character of the Malevolence, the ship, the Malevolence. It really makes me think that that's what's coming, but I don't know. I think we could see something in the next couple of weeks around a new capital ship for the Separatists, and in all reality, by the time I launch this video, it's likely that within the next 24 to 48 hours, we will get information from the developers about that, about what's coming next. But with that, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think a legendary ship is inbound for the Separatists? If so, when? Do you think that this moment, this little subtle forcing us to use Thrawn, who then has a character who uses buzz droids, was an Easter egg, or am I reading way too much into this? Am I giving the devs way too much credit? Let me know. Like, subscribe, share. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at RealGoingNerdy. Join me on Discord where we can talk about all this stuff. And visit me at goingnerdy.com where I talk about this, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Star Wars, and all other types of nerddom. This has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy, and as always, my friends, smile and stay nerdy.